Hey, what's up, everybody? Jordan Campbell here, owner and founder of Winter Circle Athletics Prep Academy. 10 years in the game, 10 years of excellence. We're so excited to be here with this class of 2024. One of the best groups we've ever had, one of the biggest groups we've ever had. So much success with this group. And today's all about them, right? Last day of school. Parents, great job. It's not easy to have your kid come to Winter Circle Prep Academy. You guys are sending these kids from all over Southern California, but you're driving, you're picking up, you're committing to private schools, public schools. You're doing a lot for you guys as kids. So today's about your kid and the success and the hard work of the family, right? And representing your last name. So today we're just going to kind of congratulate each player, each student that's in the program in the 8th grade that we'll be promoting onto high school. And we just want to give them their little opportunity to say something, who they are, what high school they're going to, and what do they learn and take most out of the experience here at Winter Circle Prep Academy. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart of everything that you guys have sacrificed to get your guys' as kids here. The hard work, the dedication, it's going to pay off. We got 4 years ahead of them, and we believe that we prepared your kids for the next 4 years of their life. And the 4 years, or the time that they put in here at Winter Circle, is going to really change the whole trajectory, not just of the 4 years of high school or the 4 years of college, but the next 40 years of their life. We really, truly believe that they're going to be better human beings, better student athletes. They're going to get a better job. They're going to go to a better school. They're going to find a better college. Their whole life is going to change from the one decision you guys made by attending Winter Circle Prep Academy. There's a lot of programs out there, right? But there's only one Winter Circle Prep Academy. We don't want the 99%. We want the 1%. So welcome to the 1%. This is what it's all about. I hope and I pray that you guys see what the 1% looks like, and you guys see the success and the hard work of your guys' kids and what they put in. They deserve everything that they're going to get. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Winter Circle Prep Academy. It's the circle, baby.
My name is Nash Goad. I'm class of 2028. I'm from Menifee, California. I'll be attending Orange Lutheran High School. Winter Circle has really helped me with my mental state, and really the competition here is unmatched. You're getting best competition in your grade level each day on a day-to-day basis. The coaching here and the weight room here, one of the best you'll come across. And I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to go whatever high school I wanted to go to.
Did you think you would be going to a private school or public school, or is this all new to you?
At the beginning of my journey, I thought I was going to go to a public school, be a normal kid, but then I realized that I could take this thing that I love to do and make it a career and make it something I do for the rest of my life. So I think the option was private schools for me after I really realized that.
And what part of your journey did you feel like I'm bigger than what everybody else is doing?
Really, I've seen everyone from my city. I'm not in that big of a city, you know, there's nobody really from there who is crazy good. So it was kind of when I started to see, okay, I know all these kids, I played with all these kids, and these guys are not even close to the level I'm at. These guys are playing seniors in high school that I would kill, you know?
Yeah. So you feel like Winter Circle Prep Academy has kind of helped shape your mindset and your athletic ability and your competitive nature.
Definitely.
Moving forward?
Yep.
What do you want to accomplish in the next 4 years?
The next 4 years, I want to attend a D1 college and want to get a degree in engineering, and just want to have a good life, you know, live a good life.
Yeah. Do you feel like holding back hurt you or helped you?
Oh, it helped me so much. At the start of what would have been my first 8th grade year, I was 150 pounds. Now, going into high school, I'm 200 pounds, getting looks at really whatever position I want to play. So it's one of the greatest things you could do if you can do it. It's going to help you so much, not only on the football field, but in the academic side as well. You get another year of knowledge and another year of learning. So it's very, very good for you, and I'd really recommend it.
It's awesome. Thank you, brother.
Yep.
Great job, Nash.
Coach.
My name is Cash Raga. I'm from Eastville, California. I'm committed to Orange Lutheran High School, and Winter Circle has helped me by teaching me how to compete, how to be around high competition, and how to learn more football IQ. I came into Winter Circle not knowing a lot of football IQ, just knew the basics: run the ball, go score a touchdown, gotta go make a tackle. Winter Circle taught me a lot of football IQ.
Did you think coming into Winter Circle Prep Academy, you being from Norco, a Norco family, right, the Rahagi name, did you think that you were ever going to not go to Norco High School? When did you figure out that either you were good enough to go private school or you weren't going to go to the local school?
No, actually, I did not think I was gonna go out of the Norco community coming in here. So, it was honestly after my injury, right after I fractured my foot, is when I really started looking into more private schools. It was kind of it was an iffy time because that's when all the coaches were scouting. So it just kind of opened my eyes more.
And do you feel like getting held back was a positive or a negative? And if it was a positive, how did it help you?
100% is a positive. If I never held back, I'd be a little scrawny kid, 120 going into high school. I would have been a sophomore right now. So
how much do you weigh right now?
I'm 170.
So you put on 50 pounds difference between getting held back or not.
Yes, sir.
Wow. And then you go from being playing ball at a local school that went 2-8 last year versus going to a top private school.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So holding back, are you for it or against it?
I'm forward. 100% I'm forward about it.
Percent, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro. I appreciate you. You worked your butt off. I'm excited to see what you do in these next 4 years and couldn't be any more proud of you.
Thank
Anything you want to say to any of the coaches here, Alicio or Jake or Sarah? Anybody?
I'd like to thank Coach E because he was always there for me. When I was down, when I was up, he was always there. He was always cheering me on. He was always by my side. I'd like to thank Coach Jake. He really got my mind right. As a mindset coach, he did his thing. He was checking on me constantly. He was always there for me. And yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, baby. Good job, Cash.
My name is Ryan Clark. I've started Winter Circle when I was 11 years old in 2019, and I'm attending Santa Margarita High School. And Winter Circle helped me with, first of all, getting bigger, faster, and stronger. They helped me with my mental state, how to stay locked in the game. And yeah, the coaches help you a lot. They push you through, like, if you're down, they bring you back up, and they just help with everything.
When you started the program at 11 years old, did you think you would be going private school or did you think you're going public school? And when did you realize that you weren't like everybody else and you wanted to go chase something bigger like a Santa Margarita?
At first, I mean, when I was little, I was really athletic, but then I realized that I was small, and that's what Winter Circle helped me with. But when I got bigger, I realized that I could be good enough to play at a private school like Santa Margarita. So
you were with us since you were 11 years old, committed to the program. Love you, bro, as much as we've gone through. Love your dad, right? He's been with us. He's coached with us. You're always an undersized kid. You always had a chip on your shoulder. Dad had a chip on his shoulder. You've been through a lot of coaches from Todd Light, to Coach Daniel, to myself, to Coach Coco. Do you feel like you're prepared for high school from academic standpoint and also getting up early, driving an hour and a half to private school and all those different things you have to go through?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Winter Circle, the academics, it's good. It'll prepare you for high school.
So now that you're in this situation where you're at, do you feel like holding back was a great decision for you? Where were you at last year versus this year? Where would you have gone at last year if you didn't get held back? And where are you at now? Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, last year I was maybe 5'7", 115 pounds going into last year. And then now I'm 5'10", 145 pounds.
So you put on almost 30 pounds?
Yeah.
So 30 pounds in 1 year difference, plus you grew, right?
Yeah.
Probably 4 or 5 inches. So are you pro getting held back, or do you regret getting held back?
No. I'm happy that I held back.
What high school would you have gone to if you didn't get held back?
My Arlington, King, Poly.
Right, a local school?
Yeah.
And now you're going to one of the top schools in the country?
Yeah.
That's awesome, brother. Appreciate it.
My name is Brandon Bleach. I'm class of 2028. I play football. I'm going to Orange Lutheran High School. Winter Circle has helped me by gaining my confidence. I've been working out so much that I really have more confidence than everyone on the field. Last year during tackle season, I had almost no confidence. And after this year, working out with Winter Circle every day, putting in that work, I feel like I'm better than everyone else on the field.
So with your mom being a teacher, right, the biggest thing when you came to our program, what was your size when you came to our program?
I think I was about 5'6", maybe 120.
Right.
Yeah.
How big are you now?
Now I'm 6'1", 185.
Huge difference, right?
Yeah.
And you're a kid who came to our program. Mom's an educator. She's one of the top teachers here in the district. And for her, it was tough because, right, to say we want to hold your kid back and do it for sports reasons. Do you feel like you got better athletically, but also academically?
Yeah, the academics here, my mom was really nervous about it, but she really found out that like the education here is good. I got a lot smarter. My test scores went up a lot from my true 8th grade year. So I feel like the education's really helped me too.
So do you believe now where you're at, right? You go from going to maybe, King High School?
Yep.
So you go from going to Martin Luther King High School to going to Orange Lutheran. Are you a believer in getting held back and developing?
Yeah, I feel like holding back was the best decision I ever made. I was skeptical about it at first, but after this year, if anyone asks me, I'm telling them it's the best decision I've ever made.
Because me and you talked and Mom talked, right? You have a teacher, someone who's very high in the district. She was scared about getting held back, right? So we spent plenty of times, plenty of hours in those meetings kind of breaking down the pros and cons. Do you feel like you got bigger, stronger, faster? Do you feel like you got smarter? Do you feel like you have a better opportunity now going to a top private school?
Yeah, I feel like I got a lot smarter. My test scores went up, like I said. And I think I came into the program running a 5.5. I couldn't even bench the bar.
Yeah.
Now I'm benching 225. I'm running
Wow.
a 4.7. Everything just skyrocketed for me.
So do you feel like you're on track to become a Division I recruit?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Do you feel like if you didn't come to the academy, you kind of disappeared at a local high school?
Oh, yeah, if I didn't come to this academy, I would be a nobody.
What grade would you be in right now?
I'd be a sophomore.
Sophomore in high school versus kind of going in, and where you would have went to King?
I would have went to King, yeah.
Would have went to King. I'm excited for you, bro. Amazing to see you commit to the commit. You're going to be a top recruit like Grant Gray or Tiger Bachmeyer, the guys we had come through the program. You went from going to King High School, right, Division 8 school, to now going to Orange Lutheran, top school there. Do you feel like you're ready for the challenge?
I feel I'm ready, yeah.
Awesome, bro. Proud of you. Appreciate you being here.
My name is Caleb Castillo. I play football, class of 2028, and I'm going to Damon High School for high school. Some ways Winter Circle has helped me. It's just helping with my skill work and just overall getting me bigger, better, and stronger for going into high school.
How long have you been in the program?
I've been at prep school for 4 years now, but I've been coming to Winter Circle for about 8, 9.
When you first started at Winter Circle, right, everyone has a different story. Were you the starter when you first came in?
No, I was actually third string.
Third string, right? You were on our 12U Super Bowl team.
Yep.
You had, who was the guys in front of you? You had Derek Shaper, who was going to Centennial. You had Noah's going to Olu. You're going to where now?
Damon High School.
Damon High School. Was it worth the wait and worth competing? Or was it, would you rather have just gone playing for like the Cronin Chargers or Norco Jaff or a program you could play easy? Or was it worth competing versus guys that are going to be Division I recruits to push you?
No, it was easily the right decision going and being third string for that 12U year because
that's a hard decision
Yeah.
to make, right? You could go play anywhere else.
Mhm.
And we did it with, Bear Bachmeyer, Julian Sane. You had Carson Conklin, Izzy Carter, right? All those guys, they all played on one team, but they all went D1,
Yeah.
right? And it's hard to go and explain to a family, like, be patient, develop, and learn how to compete, and it's going to set you up when you go to high school, right? Do you feel like it sets you up for high school?
Yes, sir. Because with that year, I learned just to fight through adversity and just not give up because I knew coming in that I wasn't biggest, baddest guy out there. So I know I just have to put my head down and grind every day just to work up to those levels,
And do you feel like youth football really matters, or is it more about the development, getting ready for high school?
More about the development and getting ready for high school.
Because so many kids out there, they want to go play and start on a team, but the team might suck and the dad might coach the team, but they never really get better, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like competing with the guys you competed with here who are all going to the top private schools will allow you to go and develop and be a dude in high school?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And elaborate on that.
Well, like he said, you have Derek Schaefer, who's going to Centen, who's going to go in there and just be a dog right away.
Yeah.
I was always the smallest out of those three. Noah's like 6'2", Derek's
Yeah.
like 6 foot, both like 180. I'm here like 5'10", 5'9", buck 45 maybe.
Yeah.
So just seeing those guys and like seeing that I know I'm not going to be biggest, strongest out of them, just like to really get that like scrappy factor.
The
you know?
grit.
Yeah.
So do you feel like as you didn't have the prototypical size, but now do you feel like you have the IQ, the football IQ, and do you have the work ethic and grit to go and earn your role in high school?
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's what Winter Circles really taught me. Just all about hard work and like dedication and grit.
Right. And then now that you make that transition to high school, right? Everyone's at a different high school now. When you compete versus non-Winter Circle kids, how does it look?
Oh, it's the level of competition is just way lower than it is than when you're here. Like 7-on-7 wise, at least so far. Like I used to be on team with like Brandon Velice, Olu, and like all those top guys. To where you go to a high school and you have all these like little kids about like 5'4",
Never really,
120. Yeah, just tiny.
So the programs helped you develop. So for you, right? Your mom's a teacher, dad's a teacher,
Yes, sir.
dad's a varsity basketball coach at Santiago. You come from an education background, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the people out there, it's like, why would you hold your kid back? Blah, blah, blah. Like the educators, both your parents are educators, and we have a lot of educators in our program that are teachers and things like that.
Yeah.
When you wanted to get held back, was it a fight with your family, or did they kind of support what you wanted to do?
Oh no, they definitely supported me. I held back in 6th grade rather than 8th grade.
Yeah.
Because they wanted me to like come in here earlier because the original plan was for me to just go to some regular middle school, go till 8th grade, hold back, then come here. But then you guys helped persuade them to help me hold back in 6th, where I then came in here and then was able to just get where I am now.
Where would you be if you didn't get held back?
I'd be going to Santiago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you go from Santiago to going to Damien High School, private school.
Mm-hmm.
So are you for getting held back, or is it a negative?
I'm definitely for getting held back. If I could do it again, I would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah.
More mature.
Mm-hmm.
So you go from Santiago High School that didn't make the playoffs, to Damien, who's a Division II school.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you have the tools and you have everything that you
Oh yeah.
needed to get out of the program to go out there and compete?
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's just the exciting thing. Now I get to take everything that I learned here and go put it forward in high school.
Compete versus normal kids.
Yep.
Welcome to the 1%.
Thank you, Coach.
There you go.
Hi, my name is Brody Black from Corona, California. Play football and basketball, and I'm attending Servite High School.
Before you came to Winter Circle Prep Academy, did you ever play football?
No, it's my first ever time playing
What
football.
sport were you playing?
I was a basketball player.
Are you happy you made the transition to be a two-sport athlete?
Yeah. I mean, this whole process with football has been, great. I think it's definitely one of the best choices I made throughout my life so far.
Awesome. So when you came into the program, you were a basketball player. We made the transition to football. You being a first-time football player, did you ever think that you would go to a private school, or where did you think you were going to go to high school at, just kind of when you came into the program?
Yeah, originally when I first came in here, I thought I was going to go to Santiago High School or Centennial. And, that was never really in my head, thinking I was going to go to a private school. And then now just with putting in the work and all of that, and then ending up going to Servite, it's really opened a lot for me.
A lot of doors for you.
Mm-hmm.
So when I told you to be patient, I talked to mom and dad because they were all stressed out, right? They didn't know you're a new football player. You never played football before. And when I was telling you and mom and dad, like, your kid could be a top recruit. He could be a Mason from Servite, who's at Michigan now. We just got to put in the work. Did you guys believe that you'd be a scholarship guy to one of these private schools? Did you believe you could play at that level? Did you think I was crazy? Like, when you first thought about it, when we started having these meetings, was like, oh, he's just blowing smoke? Or did you really believe in the process?
Yeah, I think we all believed, but first hearing it, because that's a really big achievement. We were like, that's a little crazy, but we did believe, and we just stuck to the process, and it's where it's ended up.
And then the first time we went to Servite High School and we worked out for Servite and the coaches, what was your experience? Were you behind the 8 ball? Did you feel like you were prepared and you're ready?
I felt like I was prepared. Like, I felt like I had everything I needed. I mean, just from what I had before with this school and what it's taught me, it really helped me in that little practicing they had, and obviously it gave me a great opportunity.
So when we went to Servite High School in the springtime and we worked out for the coaches, talk about that day. Hey, we're going to go to Servite, we're going to work out, blah, blah, blah. Our goal is to go there and impress coaches. Kind of talk about when you showed up mid-practice and by the end of practice who you were talking to.
Yeah, so when I first showed up, because it was a Monday when we didn't have school.
Yeah.
My mom told me there's opportunity, and I was like, yeah, let's go try it out. You know, it could open up some doors for me. So I went. You know, when I got there, I was a little nervous at first because there were some big kids there.
For sure.
But then when I got into mid-practice, I was like, I'm not so far from these kids, you know, with it being my first year and stuff. And then going through this, it's really helped me be in the same level as them. And then end of practice, you know, the coach just talked to my parents and stuff. And just from there, it's just been great.
So we went to Servite, we went to Mater Dei. You got a bunch of J. Sarah, right? All these schools reaching out to you. What made you pick Servite?
Just the coaching staff and the whole environment there, you know, with their brotherhood. It's definitely like, I like as soon as like my shadow day, all that stuff, you can feel like the impact that everyone's just family there. And the coaches, like, I've never really had like a bad encounter with one. They're always like very good, like coachable wise, and all that stuff is just amazing there.
How do you think Winter Circle Prep Academy has helped you and set you up for success the next 4 years?
For sure, in the weight room and on the field, just everything with it just helped me tons. And academically, it's helped me like focus on the things that I was struggling with in the beginning. And now I've been able to have the year to really focus on it and just improve from there.
If you could do it all over again, would you get held back or would you not?
I get held back, absolutely.
Absolutely, right.
Best choice I ever made.
When you came into the program, how big were you?
I was about 6'1", 220.
What are you now?
I'm 6'2" and a half and 255.
About 255, so you put on about 35 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
If you could say anything to any coaches that are here at Winter Circle who helped you, whether it's teachers, mindset, nutrition, position coaches, what would you like to say to them for graduation?
Really, all of them. All the coaches here have just helped me the most. Like, I mean, every coach has put in something to me, no matter like if it's nutrition, academics, weight room. They've all helped me so much throughout this year, and just can't really thank them enough.
What's your GPA right now?
4.0.
4.0?
Mm-hmm.
4.0, and you're going to be a two-sport athlete at Servite?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you're prepared for that grind, driving to a private school and busting out into a different city?
Yeah, I feel like I'm prepared. You know, this year's helped me the most, and now I feel like I'm ready to go take on the challenge.
Well, we're excited for you, bro. You're going to kill it.
Sir.
You've done a great job, and we're excited to watch you on this next journey.
Thank you.
My name is Matthew Blaylock. I'm from Orange County, California, and I came to WCA in about 2020. And the reason I came to WCA is just to elevate, and I heard about, you know, Coach E, Coach Jordan, all the great expectations that they had here, and I just came to get that work.
So for you, when you started the academy, how big were you? What was your size? What was your position? And how have you enhanced that? How big have you got? How strong, fast, things like that?
So really, I was a little chubby boy. You know, had glasses, had a little comb over. I was maybe 5'3", 165, played right guard, maybe sometimes linebacker if I got lucky, but wasn't on a very good team, went 2-8 every year, but nothing very good.
So how big are you now?
I'm about 5'9", 5'10", 195.
So for you, as you go through this journey, would you get held back again, or would you come to Winter Circle again, or is it something you regretted?
Oh, I'll definitely come back again. All the great mentors that I got, like Alex Medine, Justin Lewis, Tyler George, Dutch Horsick, and, you know, Sua, Gavin Honore, all those kids that you could see elevate, and you could go back and see them, and your brothers just like they never left. It was great.
How do you feel about the alumni here, the guys that you got to see that you trained with, but even the college guys that come back?
I mean, it's amazing, really. Like, man, you can compare to it, because if you go to, like, you know, a Boost Academy, no hate, but if you go there, you're not going to have Josh Hunter, the best guy to come out of Mater Dei that's 5'8", going and coming to just shake your hand and talk to you about height and how it doesn't matter and how you could just elevate.
Because one thing you've always done, doesn't matter if it was an NFL guy, a college guy, a top high school guy, you've always asked them questions, right?
Yes,
so who are like the top 4 guys that you met here and kind of just pick their brain?
Definitely Corey Foreman is number one.
I see that, yeah.
Nasir, Chuck McDonald, and Josh Hunter.
Those are kind of guys that you leaned on?
Yes, sir.
Now we're in this situation, we're finishing up prep school. What coaches have influenced you and helped you through this process, whether it's academics, mindset, nutrition, recovery, position work, football? What coaches do you want to just talk to right now and kind of say thank you?
Really everyone, because they've always been here for me, you know, when my mom and we were just all going through a hard time. I could just talk to every single coach. And you can't do that everywhere else you go. You know, I could always call Coach Coco, you know, let's get on the Zoom, and it wouldn't just be about football. It could be about anything I've ever wanted, Coach Jake as well, and honestly, anybody. They'll always answer their phone.
So now as you make this transition, you're getting ready for high school, right? It's a very hard process, right? Because now you're getting pulled in every single direction. And I always say, when I was going through the recruiting process, the first hard decision I had to make was what college I'm going to. Now, because you guys are so developed and so good, it's what high school you're going to, right? And it's a very hard, stressful time because now everyone wants you, right? Where are you at in your recruiting process, and where do you see yourself playing in high school?
Well, I chose my high school yesterday night, and I chose to attend Modern Day High School. And the reason I chose that is, just the competition you got to go through every day, the perseverance you have to have, and everyone wants it there. If you go to, a public school or something else that's a little smaller, not everyone wants the same goal. So you really just got to go where you're going to fit. And, I didn't just come here just to not go somewhere and be great. So I'm going to go to Modern Day. And I love the new coach that is enforcing everything, and that's really what I like.
And what made Modern Day pull you back in from Mission Viejo and Damien and these other schools?
The competition. You go to the practices, everyone's banging. I just went to the spring game yesterday. They running back the kickoff. Some kid came on the sideline and, just
blasted them.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? When you're surrounded by greatness, it's very hard to go be around average people.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's the biggest thing, So for you, would you be, if you used to go through this thing, right, would you go through the whole process again? Or would you kind of go, where would you be if you didn't get held back?
Where I would be, I was always going to go to, maybe a Chino Hills High School, a La Habra High School, El Dorado High School, because I just wasn't that top prospect. But that's probably where I'll be. But I'll definitely get held back again. You make more relationships, you get bigger, faster, stronger. And really just, the height thing doesn't really matter. But if you definitely stronger, and you can explode through them when they come through that A-gap, that's all that matters.
So do you feel like now where you're at, you're prepared for high school?
Yes, sir, definitely.
From a weight room standpoint?
Yes, sir.
So when you first came in, what was your weight, where you're at now, and what are your numbers now?
So when I first came, I weighed 165, but it wasn't good. Couldn't even walk up the stairs without being out of breath. But, I was probably benching 10s on each side, squatting maybe a 35, power cleaning a 5 on each side, deadlifting maybe like 200 pounds at most. But right now, my maxes are 485 on deadlift, 265 on power clean, and 255 on bench. And for squats, I just hit 405.
So what made you become a weight room monster, right, and put up crazy numbers? Squatting 405 is fucking ridiculous. What made you become that weight room monster? Was it just your own mindset, or was it guys that you seen before you hitting those numbers?
It wasn't really anything here. You just gotta, just seeing my mama go through what she went through, you gotta do what you gotta do. Every time I go into the bar, I just think about, damn, I really gotta make it for my mom, for my
That's awesome.
family.
Well, appreciate you, bro. Welcome to the 1%.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
My name's Cole Castillo. I'm class of 2028. I play both baseball and football. And one thing that Winter Circle Athletics has taught me is basically the importance of body care as an athlete. That if I gotta go in and throw on a weekend, that I just have to be ready the day before. I gotta do every arm stretch I can do, every body stretch I can do. And then Saturdays when it comes time to suit up and play football, get a good yoga session in.
So when you first came to Winter Circle Prep Academy, what grade were you in?
I was in 7th grade repeating, so I did 7th grade twice.
So you did 7th grade twice. You're a high academic kid. What's your GPA right now?
My GPA is 3.8, but as of I did it last night, I did all my tests back up, and I worked right back up to that 4.0.
So technically, if you would have went to high school without your holdback year, what do you think? What was your size last year?
Maybe 5'9", maybe 5'10", weighing 130, 150.
And what were your weight room numbers at that time?
I could only deadlift 275. I could squat 225. I could only bench a plate and power clean 25 on each side.
And what high school would you have probably gone to?
Norco High School.
Right. Your mom's a very big figure in the Norco community, Norco Jaff. What does it mean to you, right, not going to Norco High School but having a chance to go to the top private school in the country?
Definitely, I feel very blessed for this opportunity. Don't get me wrong, I love it with everybody back there at the Norco community. It's all really lovey over there, but tough feelings, I need to
The 1%. You want to be the 1%.
Yeah.
Right.
Tough feelings, I gotta...
It's a hard decision to make.
yeah, I want to be at the top of my game.
When you came here to the program, right? Were your expectations to just go play local football, local baseball at the local high school? Or was it like, I want to come here because I want to go to a big time school? I want to go and try to be the 1%. And there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with either or, you know. Some guys go local, right? Some guys go private. But when you came in, did you think you were coming here to go public school, or did you like, I want to work so hard and be the best player in the country, and I want to have a chance to go to these other schools?
Yeah, going in, I didn't really have that much of a big mind, but just after like those first 2 months of my first year at school, I wanted to feel like being a gear in the powerhouse, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I wanted to be one of the parts that make like this big time Servite High School what Servite High School means. It's all family. It's all family over there. It's all military, like it's all strict, and that's what basically makes that whole powerhouse a well-oiled machine, because everyone's a gear in the machine.
So now, as you went through the process, right? So from like, how much bigger did you get? Stronger, faster, confident, changing positions? You know, how did that whole process look from the year? If you would have technically been in 8th grade versus your whole back year, how much bigger, stronger, and faster did you get? Did you change positions? Did you get on a better team? How did that whole process look?
Yeah, I definitely. Ever since I started the program, I'm now about 200 pounds right now. Gained a lot of weight, at least 70 pounds.
70, huh? You got big, right? You went from playing O-line, D-line, weighted limit football to
Yeah.
where you're at now. What are you playing now?
Playing top of my game. I'm a outside linebacker, tight end, but then now they're going to turn me into this jack position where you're both a defensive end and think of like a Von Miller build or a Michael
Yeah.
Parsons build.
Awesome. If there's any coaches out there here at Winter Circle, whether it's mindset or the front desk or nutrition or your football coaches, what could you say to them just to kind of show them some love?
I'd say definitely thank you to Coach Jake. He got my mind right. He basically helped me he helped me rewire my mind to want to be part of these greater programs, to want to not settle for those Norcos, not settle for those like Coronas
Yeah.
for baseball, but definitely. And then I also want to thank Coach Coach Boston, all those dudes in the weight room that really push you, that really want you to work and be the best version of you.
And you said a key right there, because when you came into the program, you weren't that confident, right? You weren't the best player on the team. You were just kind of another guy. How does it feel to be a dude now?
Definitely feels like,
Hard work pays off?
yeah, I'm here now. What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm here now. What's up?
Right? That's awesome, bro. And I see that with you, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you present yourself. You went from just another guy on the local football team or baseball team. You played rec ball for Norco Jaff. You played rec ball for baseball. Now you have the opportunity to go play at a big-time program, right? Servette's a great baseball, football program. And you dominated the process. How many years have you been here?
Only 2, but I've been off and on throughout the year since I was like, 7?
Yeah, you're
right when you
that
woke
guy.
up, right when you just had that one gym like down there.
For sure. I remember the picture at the front desk. It's like this little baby face, chunky kid that came in.
Yeah.
So now you look back at that picture of this little chunky kid that didn't know what he really wanted to do to where you're at now. What would you tell the next kid that's coming in who might not be the best player, who might not be the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, who might not be on the best top team, and now where you're at, because a lot of people say, well, you go there to Winter Circle because you're already good, or
not the case.
Is it for the development? What would you share to the next kid who's kind of watching this and saying like, well, I'm not the best guy?
I'd open up with, you're not alone. There's definitely a bunch of other kids that feel that way. So don't feel sorry for yourself. Suck it up. Let's get going. Get in that weight room. Finish your food, and take your vitamins. Take your supplements. Do what you have to do to become the best version of you.
And it's really trusting the process, right? When you went through the process, since you've been here since a little kid, was it easy? Was it hard? Were there days you wanted to quit? Was it days that you questioned things? Or were you always just locked in? It's like, I just got to do what I have to do.
I mean, definitely when I was here younger, like you said, I played rec ball way younger. That first training session was probably one of the very first times I truly threw up.
Yeah.
And really worked the crap out of me, and just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's a point where I'm just, all right, it's time to lock in. You're here to get better. Do what you have to do.
That's awesome. Well, welcome to the 1%. So excited to see you move on to this next journey, right? A local kid who blew up, who's now going to a top private school, two-sport athlete. You're doing everything you need to do. So I'm excited to watch you and be part of the 1%. Thank you, baby. Good job.
My name is Tyler Holman. I'm the class of 2028. I play football. I'm a wide receiver and kicker. I'm going to Chaparral High School. I came to Winter Circle Prep Academy to strengthen myself mentally and physically, make myself better than all the competition. I was very drawn in after I came for a couple of training sessions just in the weight room and performance. A lot of the coaches heavily influenced me to hold back, and I ended up talking to my parents. They were very against it at first, but they really started doing their research, and I eventually was able to convince them. This is definitely one of the best decisions I could have made for myself, just for my sports career, and it's helped me grow as a man and as a person. Everybody that's here is very encouraging. They build you up. All these coaches, they're the best of the game. I've definitely gotten the best training I've ever received from anyone here. Man, it's crazy to realize how much you've grown once you leave here. I don't want to leave, man, and I'm really sad that I have to leave, but I'm going to be coming back here working out all the time, and I'm really excited for the next step in my journey.
Outside of just kind of the training and things like that, how has the coaching staff from football to Jake Lee to Miss Sarah, how have they helped kind of support you on your journey?
So Miss Sarah, she's definitely been a big influence and someone that's been there for me. She's very close to my mom, and I have a very close relationship with her. She lives over by me, but she's always keeping me in check, making sure that she's on top of my grades and making sure that I'm on top of all my stuff, reminding me things. And she's really just helped me get through this year and made sure that I've stayed on the right path, or if I've strayed off the right path, to get back on the right one. Coach Jake, I wasn't a very strong person mentally. Like, I don't think a year ago I would have been able to do this. I don't think I would have been able to compete with half the people that I have this year. Even showed up here. I was very nervous when I first came here. Coach Jake Lee has built my mind to where I'm not scared of anything. Nobody frightens me. Nobody intimidates me. I feel that I'm the best, and there's nothing that can stand in my way.
What coaches out there would you like to just say thank you and I appreciate all the help? Position coaches, football.
First off,
anything.
I want to thank my Coach Boston, the wide receiver coach here. He's been strict on me, and me and him have had our times where we butt heads, but I mean, he's definitely been the biggest influence on me just as a person, and he's really made me into the person that I am, and I feel that he's really shaped me into a good young man. Coach West, I know he's no longer here. He did some amazing things for me with my meal, with my nutrition. He just really was always able to bring me up and was always an understanding human being. He's just an amazing person, very intelligent. Coach Pedro, he's got my leg right. As a kicker, it's very hard to be accurate all the time and know where you're placing the ball. It's a very complicated process trying to learn what you're doing, especially after not doing it for a year or two and just coming into it. Coach Pedro has really just gotten my leg right, made sure that I'm going to be the best that there is out there. I mean, he's got me kicking 55 plus with the NFL balls, and just, it's amazing what he can do. Jake Lee, thank you so much for building my mindset. It's just been amazing what I've seen, how I've grown. I wasn't a very confident person, as I've already stated, and it's just crazy. I want to say thank you to Coach Jordan, sitting right here in front of me.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, sir. He's always been very honest with me and the way he feels. He's made me realize that my stupid decisions, that I need to stop. And I mean, it's insane. He's helped me grow so much just because he really brought me out here and motivated me to do all this stuff. And I mean, everybody's scared of him, but it's a healthy fear.
Yeah.
And it's really great just to see he brings a winning culture here. And I mean, it's amazing what this place can do to you. And I just want to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot. So now that you kind of went through the whole year here, how much, like, what was your size when you first came in versus where you're at now? From just combine numbers to your body fat to your weight, where were you first came in? I remember, but where were you when you started to where you're at now?
So when I started here, I think I was about 150 pounds, something like that. And I was running like a 5'2", 40. I don't remember my shuttle. My vert was like a 25, and my broad I think was like a 6'9". So I wasn't a very athletic person. I was taller, but I was also very skinny, lanky, not very fast. But after this year, I've developed. About halfway through the year, I put on I think 10 pounds. I was 160 pounds, I believe, 163. My 40 went up by I shaved it off, went to a 5 flat, and it's just an amazing number to have. Just seeing yourself grow that much, 5'2" to a 5 flat, it's a lot of time. Shuttle went down to I believe I think it was a 5. I think it was a 5'1", so it was better than my first time. My broad went up to like a 7'7", and then my vert went up to a 29. And throughout the year, this later part of the year, I went up to 175, stayed there. My body fat started, I think, at about 16-17%, and now it's gone down to less than 10 or 11. And just
was it hard to compete here?
It was. So I
Stay
came
locked in and compete, and maybe not be the best guy, but to be able to compete versus the best guys and get better as you go through the process.
Yes, it was very hard to compete for here just because I come from a background. Temecula, I mean, we have good players and stuff, just it's not the same as when you come to the circle. And this really is the best of the best. If you're going to go anywhere, I recommend you go here. Just the level of competition it builds you. And I went out to the Chaparral, just early outs and everything, and I've been better than all the competition out there. And I've ran against some of the varsity players there, and it's insane to think that the kids here are better than anywhere else that you go. And I wasn't always the best guy, but just learning from a lot of these guys what to do. A lot of the players, Marcus Calta especially.
Yeah.
He's an amazing receiver. Isaiah Turan, Troy Bishop, they've all taught me some things that I can never live without. And I mean, they all, especially because they started playing defense, and they really would tell me like, hey, you need to run your post here, you need to do all this. And I've started taking that into account and really running it through my head that I need to start being one of those guys like them. And it's just amazing, the people that are here. So, I mean, the best of the best are here.
So do you feel like you're prepared and ready for high school?
Yes, I do. I feel that I'm very prepared for high school. Mentally, it's going to be a whole nother playing field if you think about it. Just because, I mean, it's high school, and you're going in from middle school to high school, but this holdback year gets you prepared for that. And once you've been playing against the best of the best, I mean, you
just get freshmen. Yeah. It's almost ready for varsity.
Right, and you're already up there. You're being put up there. You're playing against the best of the best. That's all you're going to expect. And they're gonna make the occasion rise to you, or you're gonna fall to the occasion, like Coach Light said.
Yeah, man. And when kids come in, and as you go through this journey from checking out high school to high school, from Servite to these different schools, when they hear you're from Winter Circle Prep Academy, how's the feel? Like, do they understand who you are, what you're about?
Yes, sir. They very much kind of say, "Oh, he's from Winter Circle. Okay, well, we need to see him just dog." And at Servite, when I was there for a while, there was me, Cole, and Parker. We were all just really held to a very high standard just because we went here. And I mean, Chaparral, I'm still held to a high standard. I run the fastest 40 out of anyone there on a hand time.
Nice.
And that was a 4.7. That's the fastest I've ever ran. And they told me, they're like, Winter Circle is legit, so we're proud. Like, that's a good thing. And NV told me, they're like, yeah, we have a couple kids from Winter Circle here. Miss Sarah's kid, Isaiah, he goes
Bear
there.
Bachmeyer,
Bear, all those guys, and they all just they ball out. They're the best of the best. I mean, and that's what they expect from here. I mean, and it's been proven that that's all that's here. I talk from experience. All these guys going to Mater Dei, Bosco, Olu, Damien, it's hard to compete against them. It's really hard, but as long as you keep trying, you're gonna be one of those guys.
Amen, brother. That's awesome. So now we finished up. We did our 8th grade year. We're excited to see you make this transition and be part of the 1%. Welcome to the alumni.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Good job, baby.
My name is Isaiah Turan. I've been in the program for like 3 years. I'm from Norco, and it's helped me out a lot. Before I came to the program, I did not expect to get held back at all. But probably around like last year, I had to make a decision like before the summer. So I had to choose if I'm getting held back or I'm going into high school. I had to choose in like less than a week. So I was overthinking and stuff. But then I thought about the pros and the cons. The only con is you're gonna leave your friends. That's it. But what's better for you is to get held back because you'll be bigger, stronger, faster. Like your mentality will be better, and you'll be more mature. You'll have disciplines, and it's just way better for instead of going to high school.
And for you, right? So, what high school were you going to go to before you got held back?
I was gonna
Like,
go
what
to.
team were you on? Were you on a 1 team? Were you on a 2 team? Who'd you play for?
I was at Damien. I was.
No, what youth team were you playing for at that
Oh,
time?
Norco. I was on Norco. I was on their D2 team for Pee Wee. And this year I was on Eastvale's
Top team.
D1 team, and
How'd you do?
great. I did great.
Were you the best player on the team?
Yeah, I was one of the best players on the team.
Did you see yourself, like, after getting held back that 1 year from going from Norco D2 Pee Wee team, weighted limit football, to then going to Eastvale, right, their top team who is 12-1 this year? Did you kind of see the difference of kind of why you got held back?
I saw a big difference. I do not regret getting held back at all. It was.
And you
it
come
was
from
my-
a high academic family, right? Your brother's already at Damien.
Yes.
Your parents, they're all about academics. Very hard decision for your family to make this transition. Do you or your family regret getting held back?
No, I don't think they regret it at all. And I most definitely don't.
So from you went right D2 Norco Jaff to being the top guy, top receiver in the country right now, or California at least, as a receiver. What high school did you end up? Because you had opportunities to go to OLU, right? You had Mater Dei who wanted you. You had OLU. You had Servite. You ended up choosing what school?
I chose Damien. I just felt like it was a great fit for me because I'll probably have a spot on the varsity team, and hopefully I'll be able to start.
As a freshman?
Yes, as a freshman.
What coaches here would you like to say thank you to?
All you guys really, but Boston really. He was my first coach here, and
For sure.
he's been my favorite forever. He really pushed me a lot, and he's definitely a great coach.
Good mentor for you.
Yes.
So when you first came into the program 3 years ago, what was your size and your weight?
Oh,
A little guy.
I was skinny. I was
110,
probably
115 pounds?
100 pounds, like
100 pounds,
100,
huh?
yeah, 100 on the dot. Yeah, I was super skinny.
So you came in at 100 pounds. What are you now?
I'm 160 pounds now.
So you're about 160 pounds now, right? So you go from 100 pounds, not knowing really what position you're going to play, right? What high school you're going to go to. Now, as we fast forward this thing, 3 years of you being in the academy, you're 160 pounds. Where are your combine numbers at? Because you're one of the best athletes we have in the program.
Like at before when I started.
Where were you when you first did your combine testing to where you're at now?
When I started, I was probably, I think I ran like a 5.6, like pretty slow, and then my vert was it was a 20-inch vert, and then my shuttle was. I'm not sure what my shuttle was, but it was pretty low, and then now it's my 40 is 4.7, and my vert is 31 or 33, and then My shuttle's 4.3, and
Crazy numbers. Where are your weight room numbers at? Did you
My
even know
weight-
how to lift when you first came in?
when I first came in, no, I did not know how to lift. I was benching 20-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was-
Weren't even big enough to even do the bar yet.
Nope.
And
Not.
where are you at now with like your bench press?
My bench press is 180,
What about your squat?
and then
deadlift?
my squat is 295, and my deadlift is 365.
Pretty crazy numbers, right?
Yes.
So now that you're at Damien, right, and you go up there and you start working out with the freshman kids, is it even close compared to where the incoming freshmen are and you were at?
No, it's like I see the incoming freshmen at going in all these other schools
Have
and
no clue,
stuff.
huh?
Yeah, they're pretty small. I didn't expect expect them to be bigger, but yeah, it's
But you're the 1% now,
yeah.
right? You went in and you have all these freshmen that come in. It's like, wow, these guys don't know how to bench. They don't know how to squat. They don't know how to run 40s. Now, kind of as you go in as an incoming freshman with these other kids, do you regret getting held back, or are you happy about getting held back?
I'm happy about getting held back. No regrets at all.
No regrets at all?
Nope.
So are you ready for high school?
I think I'm ready for high school.
What's your GPA?
My GPA is, I believe, a 3.8.
3.8 GPA, and you're going to Damien?
Yes, sir.
So you're ready to go take on high school?
Yes.
Awesome, brother. Well, I appreciate you. Welcome to the 1%. Welcome to be a Winter Circle alumni. We can't wait to watch you the next 4 years.
My name's Kylan Olson. I've been attending Winter Circle since 2015, and I'm going to Chino Hills High School, and I play wide receiver.
And it's crazy, right? Because a lot of people think you only come to Winter Circle to get held back, but you've been here since 2015. That's 9 years,
Yeah.
right? You were one of the first kids that came into our program.
Yeah.
3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, right? How has your journey been from 3rd grade all the way up until now where you're at? Because you're 14 right now, right?
I'm 14.
You're 14 years old. How is your journey from where you started to where you're at?
It's been really good. Like the coaches and just the kids who've been here, like that helped me, and all the coaches that taught me new things, and yeah, it's been very great.
And it's crazy to see you because I've seen you as a little baby, right? I have a son now. It's like these little kids that come in, they don't know they don't know anything, you know? And you and your brother came in at probably, you know, kindergarten and 3rd grade, you know, and to see you guys mature and go through this whole process, it's pretty special, right? How do you feel from when you started with the program, from your combine numbers, your weights and things like that to where you're at now? Where'd you start at to where you're at now? And what were the adversities you went through?
Okay, so I think I was around like 75 pounds, right? In 2020, and that's why I started coming to school here. And I think my muscle mass was like probably around like 40 pounds or something, and then my body fat was probably like 4 or 5. And then but like increasing, like coming here and like being on the meal plan and all the food that you have to eat is like got me up to where I'm now.
What's your weight right now?
I'm 148 right now.
So you're about 148 pounds
Yeah.
right now. Who are the coaches you want to say thank you to that has helped you the most through this process, or teachers, coaches, mindset, whoever you?
I want to say thank you for like Coach West, because he like one time like I didn't finish my spaghetti and he got like on me for like not finishing it. So and then that from like that day, it was like last year, like the middle of the year, it like really helped me. So I started like from that point I just started just eating and packing on weight. But yeah.
Was it scary coming to the academy? Was it like you only go there if you're good? I don't want to go there and not be good, or was it I'm going there to develop? I'm going there to get better. Like, what were your goals and what were your expectations when you first joined the academy? Because you're a 12U team, right? That was kind of the first year we were here. Won a Super Bowl that year. You got hurt, and you came in as a guy who never really played football, right? So a lot of people think you go to Winter Circle because you're already good. Like, there's a lot of kids that I would say 90% of the kids that come to our program aren't good. They don't know what they don't know, and they get turned into these amazing athletes, right? So when you first came in and you were one of the smaller guys, you never played football before, kind of to where you were at, to then you being a superstar this year on your top Eastville team, top 3 football team in the state. Kind of where were you at 12U to where you ended up your 14U football year?
So 12U, it was like 2021 to 2022 season,
I was very small. Like it was intimidating because we got
Under 100 pounds, right?
yeah, definitely. And we had like all these big kids just everywhere. And like I remember like my first practice getting smacked. So yeah, that definitely made me remember something. And then yeah, getting hurt. I broke my collarbone. So that like was a setback during my first season of football. But then yeah, then this past year was like a really fun season. We played Norco, which was Coach Jordan's team, and Coach Boss was our coach. And it was, like those two games were the best games I probably ever played. They were so fun. Like the teams from Norco and Eastville, all the coaches, all the people in the stands, it was crazy. Like it was nice.
So kind of where you started at to where you're at now, for the next kid who wants to go through this process, are you pro getting held back? Do you feel like it helped you academically, athletically, mentally, or do you feel like your parents forced it on you and you would rather have gone to high school earlier?
I think if you should get held back at least once. If you want to get held back twice, you can, but at least get held back once because it will help you a lot when you go to high school. That way you're already one of the best there, best like freshman, sophomore, and you come in and people think like they feel your presence when you walk in. So yeah, I would get held back because if you're in eighth grade, your first year, and you're like
13.
yeah 13, or you're like barely 130. I don't think you would do like good, but you would not do as good if you got held back.
And for you now, right? You're going to Chino Hills High School, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel like you match up now as you're transitioning into high school with the high school kids?
I feel like I match up good because if I didn't get held back last year, and this year I don't think.
Like, what was your weight last year?
Last year,
120, 115?
Yeah, I was like 115, 112 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a good year last year?
Last year, yeah, it was a very good
Where were you,
year.
Pee Wee last year?
Midget. I was a midget.
Did you be the year before your whole back
before?
year?
Oh, yeah, I was PB.
What was your weight that time?
Oh, like 100, 105.
105 pounds?
Yeah.
And what are you at now?
I'm 148.
So you put on probably 40 pounds
Yeah.
in 1 year. So the difference between your whole back year and not your whole back year was 105 to 148,
Yeah.
right? Where do you feel like if you didn't get held back, you would have went to high school?
I feel like if I didn't get held back, I would be like 120. Because, like, at the end of the season, I was probably 105 pounds or something. And I just remember getting smacked all the time. So, yeah.
And what high school would you probably gone to? Roosevelt?
No, I would have gone to Santiago.
Santiago?
Yeah, but the head coach left there.
Yeah.
So me and my dad, we had to find a different school.
You end up going to Chino Hills?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that you want to talk to, from your football coaches to your teachers to your mindset coach to the front desk, anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank all the coaches at Winter Circle, Coach Jordan, Coach Boston, Coach Alicio, Coach Jake, everyone, all the teachers that like helped me with school if like I was struggling and helped me like get my grades up. And I want to say thank you to everyone. And yeah.
And everybody says you get held back because of different reasons, right?
Yeah.
What is your GPA right now?
My GPA is a 3.8.
So you're a 3.8 kid,
Yeah.
right? You're going to high school. Do you plan on playing freshman? Are you trying to make a spot on the varsity team?
I'm playing JV right now, and my coach, he doesn't want me to play freshman. So I'm going to play JV right now, and then I'm going to be like second or third string on varsity.
Do you feel like we prepared you for this next chapter of your life?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if I didn't get held back, then God knows where I would be.
How do you feel about the competition that was here at Winter Circle?
The competition.
Did it help you?
Yeah, it helped me actually a lot. Like with everyone, like last year being better than me and going against them, I feel like they pushed me, helped me when I was one of the younger guys. And this year, being one of the not older kids, but in the older group, like they pushed me a lot. And yeah, having friends like around my age, it just helped a lot.
What are your weight room numbers from last year to this year?
Last year I ended off deadlifting 225, and now I can deadlift 330.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Your neck looks huge right now.
I
Good
know,
job.
my neck, it got
That's
big.
good right there.
Yeah.
That's muscle.
And then my power clean last year, I think I ended off with 130, 135, somewhere around there. And then I ended this year with 195. And then my bench, I think I ended around like 115 or something like that, or 120, and now I bench 175.
And then my squat, I only squatted like 195, 185 last year, and now I can squat 265. So yeah.
And that's huge, bro. So I'm proud of you. Can't wait to watch you make this next transition. Welcome to the 1%.
Sir.
Hey, my name is Marcus Calta. I'm going to St. John Bosco High School, class of 28, and Winter Circle really has helped me excel in, pretty much everything. I got faster, stronger.
What was the decision of why you came to Winter Circle Prep Academy? How'd you hear about it, and why'd you come here?
I got referred from my cousin. He's a head coach at Citrus College, and he was really telling me my height is kind of like it's not really like
You're just an undersized guy.
Yeah.
You're an undersized guy that has to go in and put in the work and be special in every category.
Yeah, of course. And I came here, I wanted to develop, as a person.
Yeah.
I didn't really think I was going to grow. I mean, if I was, that's great. But
Did you feel like you grew?
I feel like I did grow.
A lot.
I put on a lot of weight. I put on like 30, 40 pounds since I came here.
When you first came into the program, how much or how big were you?
I was like 95 pounds.
Damn, 95?
Soaking wet.
That's crazy because, you went from 95 pounds and it's like you're one of the best receivers we have in the program now. So the skill set was there, but what is your weight now?
I weigh 145 now.
That's crazy. So for you, do you believe in the program?
I believe in the program. Absolutely.
Would you get held back? Are you pro getting held back or are you not?
Definitely pro.
And why are the pros of getting held back?
The pros of getting...
Where would you go to high school last year versus where you're going now? What was your weight and what are your combine numbers now?
So my combine numbers excelled like crazy. I was going to go to Bishop Amont High School. And after I came here, I really looked at the competition. I was scared. Not really scared.
Yeah, no, but it's fine. It's right. It's like, damn.
High school.
You hear about Winter Circle and things like that. It's like there's gorillas there.
Yeah.
But you realize like not everyone here is just a superstar. People are just trying to work.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was going to go to Bishop Amont, and my dream school is St. John Bosco. So I looked at the competition there, and I was kind of like, whoa, these guys are insane. And after I came to Winter Circle, I was like, you know what? I can compete with these guys. Like it'll be easy work, because Winter Circle has really excelled me to that point. So
what was your size coming into the program? Height, weight, combine numbers versus where you're at now.
So my height, I was 5'2". Now I'm 5'4", and I was 95 pounds when I first came here. And now I'm 145, and I was running a 5'2" in my 40-yard dash. Now I'm running a 4'7". My vert, I believe it was a 25.5. Now I'm at a 33.5. My broad jump, I believe it was a 6'10". Now I'm at a 7'11". And then what else? My shuttle, I was at a 5 flat, I believe, and now I'm at a 4'4".
So you put on about 60 pounds, right? Which is insane. How do you feel like you did that? Was it the weight room? Was it nutrition? Was it food?
I feel like it was the food I ate, a bunch of protein. The protein that we get here, amazing. The weight room, really pushed myself. Every circuit just got better and better every single day.
So who part of the Winter Circle staff do you want to thank and just say, reach out, whether it's teachers, coaches, mindset coaches? Who do you want to kind of shout out?
I love every single coach here. They push you to your fullest. They don't really let you slack off. If they see you down, they pick you up. So just really every coach here. Love every coach.
And a lot of people, they look at it and it's like, oh, I'm going to a prep academy program. I want to go there because it's cool, but not really realizing the hard work.
Yeah.
Right. Was it a lot of hard work this year?
Definitely hard work. You have to grind. You can't come here and look pretty. You have to grind and put in that hard work to get where you want to get to.
That's awesome. So now you go from going to a small school, right? 96 pounds, putting on the weight, putting on the size, competing versus the best guys in the country in your age group, technically, right? To go into St. John Bosco. Is there anything that you would want to do over, or do you feel like you got everything out of the program possible?
I feel like I would want to come here longer.
Longer,
yeah,
right?
definitely.
I want more time.
Yeah, this 1 year here, I feel like I could have got so much more if I came here for much longer. So, yeah.
And that's the biggest complaint I always hear is, one, we didn't do it, and they want to get held back now once they go through high school. And it's like, oh, my kid isn't getting recruited. I wish we got held back.
Yeah.
Or two, I wish we had another year.
Yeah, that 1 year is not enough.
I know. 1 year's the foundation. Year two is like, I'm a national recruit. I'm so good now. I put on the size, the weight. Now I want one more year to kind of validate myself, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here, right? You're a grinder. You worked your butt off. It's going to be awesome to watch you go through this next transition through high school. Just want to say congratulations on promoting through the program.
Thank you.
You got 4 years ahead of you. Welcome to the 1%. Welcome to be a Winter Circle alumni.
Thank you, Coach.
Good job, baby.
I'm Harvey Mion, class of 2028. I play football. I'm from Norco, California, and Winter Circle has helped me tremendously. I'm currently committing to Mater Dei right now. They helped me earn my scholarship money and open that door. I thought I would never be going to private school. Norco was always just like the thing because that's where I'm from. Like all my friends just go to Norco, maybe not even go to college, have any offers. But now with Mater Dei, it's like my whole world has changed with football because now it's like, okay, I know I'm good. I know I have a career in this and I can earn my offers. And,
Part of the 1%.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially at a top school like that.
And it's cool, right? Because we're from Norco. I'm from Norco. Dad went to Norco. I played with your uncles. Like, you're a Norco true and true type of kid. And it's so hard not to go to Norco High School, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How was it leaving your friends behind who wanted to be average? I always say we want the 1%, right? And it's hard because we grew up with these kids. We played youth football 8, 9, 10, 11, all the way through the whole process. And now you, Cash, these other guys, they get to this point and it's like, I want more, right? I'm getting validated. I could go play at the best program in the country because Mater Dei is the number one school in the nation year after year after year, you know? So when you came to the program, did you think you were going to go private school or you thought you were just going to come here, get developed, go to Norco?
Yeah, I thought I was just here to get developed. Like, I wasn't even thinking. I was still on the edge about holding back. I was like, I don't know if I want to leave my friends. Looking back, it's like the most stupidest thing I could have thought.
Right.
Because I can make friends anywhere. I made plenty of friends here. And most of my friends, my close friends, are going with me to high school.
Yeah.
To Mater Dei. I have I don't know, there's a good group of us going.
And the biggest immature decision people make, right, the other kids, right, where I don't want to leave my friends. I don't want to go and leave the guys I went to school with or play football with. Well, those guys just go on to play high school football and they disappear, right? When you come here, you're part of the 1%. Now you meet kids and friends that are from Riverside, Orange County, San Diego, the high desert, wherever they come from, right? Because when you came in, you had a close group of friends, but I see you on Instagram hanging out with Ryan Clark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Beliche or whoever these guys are, you know, it's like those kids didn't grow up in Norco.
No, from everywhere, out from Orange County to Norco to
LA.
Yeah, I have friends everywhere pretty much, and all throughout the Trinity League, I at least know like a handful of kids in every single team.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool from every single school.
Right. And when we grow up in this little bubble, you really don't get that experience. You think Norco's Norco, this is our life, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But to see you come in, right, and come to the program, you played Pee Wee football, weighted limit football your eighth grade year, right?
Yeah.
And then we went and made a jump to the top 14U team in the country. Was it a hard transition to go from playing rec football in your city to then going and saying, am I good enough to play for a top team?
Definitely different experience. A little nervous, and then I wasn't sure how I could compare to those guys. Like, looking back from Pee Wee year, how do I want to be like those guys on those top teams? How do I get there? How do I go to private school? And doing that jump from limited football to the Ducks with Winter Circle.
Yeah.
Crazy development, crazy coaching, like experience helping me with Coach Coco. Man, if I didn't have Coach Coco or you
For
a
sure.
linebacker, I don't even know where I'd be right now. I'd be at Norco.
For sure. Are you happy that you did your whole back year, and are you pro getting held back? Like, where were you 13U versus 14U?
13U, I was still Norco. No holdbacks, like, oh, you can't hang with your class. And then
Where's your body at that point? Like combine numbers, weight room, size, weight.
bad. I was probably like 5'6", 140, if that. And now I'm 6 foot, 6'1", 185, 190 with running like a 4.7 laser time 40. And my first 40 when I started training with you guys was 13. I was 13, and now I'm 15. I ran a 5.3 40 time. Now I'm running a 4.7.
Which is crazy. Where were your weight room numbers at from when you started? Did you even know how to lift weights in the beginning?
I didn't even know how to lift. I didn't. Everything here just been a great learning experience. And now I can go into high school comfortable, prepared, knowing what to do, and go ball out at a top high school.
So who would you like to thank here at Winter Circle Prep Academy, whether it's the front desk, the nutrition, mindset, your football coaches, your position coaches, your speed coaches. Who do you want to shout out right now?
Definitely you, Coach Jordan, for just getting me to where I am today, letting me come in here with the open mind, helping me no matter where I was at, with open arms to the program. Coach Boston just pushed me every day. Coach West, Coach Justin, Coach Pedro helped me out. Position work on Mondays and in the weight room and speed lab. Man, speed lab.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you think we were crazy when you first came? It's like, bro, you're going to be a guy that is a national recruit. You're going to play at a big time high school program. Did you think it's like, these guys are just lying to me? Or did you really believe like you could do it? When did you really believe in the process and trust it?
I was like, these guys just want me here just so I could train for money or something. And I was like, okay, cool, you're telling me this, and now I see it. Like, when I see the results, especially like second semester of the year, and you see your numbers go up, and you see your 40 time drop, and you see your numbers just better than everyone else, man, it's a good feeling. And that's when I'm like, okay, I'm here now.
I could really go and be a dude, right? And a lot of kids always say we believe in them first before they believe in themselves. And the reason why we do that is because we've seen the kids that came 10 years right before the program. So to go from somebody who like wasn't really sure they could make that transition to you going and signing and committing to the #1 school in the country, what do you want to see in the next 4 years of your process? What do you want to accomplish?
I want to definitely get some offers as soon as I can, freshman year, sophomore year. Start varsity and get some reps sophomore year. Definitely start junior year. And either stay with Mater Dei my whole 4 years, just grind it out. I got to earn my place there.
Do you feel like you're prepared to compete versus those guys?
Oh, yeah, for sure. If I see the kids that just signed up for like the forward team that don't play, I'm like, wow.
Completely different, right?
Yes.
Even looking at it, a top program like Mater Dei, kids who just want to go there versus the scholarship kids, right? You could obviously see the difference between the kids that are there for the right, not saying right reasons, but the kids that are there to play versus the kids that are there just for the logo.
Yeah, I went there for one of their practices, and you could see the kids that like want it, and the kids who are just there to play football. Like, the difference is crazy.
How is it seeing the guys that we post on social media that came through the program that pretty much are the whole Mater Dei team? Does that kind of motivate you? Like, these are guys that went through the academy. They're now the best guys on Mater Dei. I could be that guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I talked to them about Winter Circle, how I help them, and it's just like crazy, like seeing that I could be one of them one day.
Good brotherhood.
Yeah.
Awesome, bro. So I'm so excited for you, right? You go from a local kid to where you're at now, completely changed your entire process. Yeah. You trusted it. Welcome to the 1%. We're excited to watch you make this transition.
Yeah, I'm excited.
My name is Will Bryant. I live in Eastville. I'm going to Damien High School, playing running back, linebacker. I've been in the program for about 2.5 years, maybe 3. It's helped me a lot, to be honest. It helped me get out of my shell. The holding back, it was like, it was good for me personally because my body changed a lot. Lifts got better, all that. Everything got a lot better for me. Helped me get more confident, all of that.
So for you, right, you were a guy who came through the program, right? You were an undersized guy. You weren't the biggest, the strongest, the fastest. You had good football instincts, right? Coming to the program and getting held back. It was a hard decision with you and the family because you ended up wanting to say, I just want to go to Centennial High School, right? Yes, and I had multiple meetings with you guys when you were getting ready to pick your high school. Are you happy with the decision you made by getting held back and coming back and playing last year for the Eastville 14 team, or do you wish you would have went to high school?
I'm very glad that I stayed back because for me, it helped me like get better as a player. And I thought that like before I held back, I thought I was just ready for high school. But like once I actually got held back, I reevaluated everything, and Damien started talking to me, and I was like, I'm glad that they're starting to talk to me, and it really helped me. And now I'm going.
How did it help you? Was it confidence, or was it just kind of like, I really am a dude?
Yes, sir. It helped me a lot with confidence. That's when I really started getting out of my shell.
And you believed you could play at the next level?
Yes, sir.
When we first talked about this, did you think I was just lying to you to get you back? Or did you think like, no, coach has a plan? Or kind of where was that thought process with you and the family when I said, no, give me 1 more year and he'll be a private school scholarship guy and he'll be able to go play and earn his way?
I felt like you did have a plan, and the plan worked because now I'm at.
Did it work?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it worked for me because now I'm finally going to a private school, and they're finally offering me money to go to that same school.
Yeah. So for you from last year, when you first started the program, right? When you were playing for Norco Jaff, what was your weight and what was your size?
I was really oversized. Like, I was really overweight, but I was short, so I was like 4'9", like 130 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was really bad. And they had me playing D tackle and all of that.
And then 2 years later, you know, where you became the workhorse for the top 14U team here in California, what was your height and weight and things like that?
Now, I'm about 5'4", 5'5", and I'm around 140, 150. So the weight, it went up, but it was more healthy weight. It wasn't like the overweight, fat type
Yeah, it was just a
weight.
chunky kid in the beginning going through
Yes, sir.
puberty.
And now, you know, I've really grown into my own skin. And
when you first came into the program before we got held back, what was your weight room numbers? Did you even know how to lift?
Not at all.
And where are your numbers at now?
Now, I bench 175. I'm squatting 295, and I deadlift 315.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the year, like before I even started, my maxes were like I benched like 105. I was squatting like 185. So the workout actually helped me a lot.
So confidence got better, weight room numbers, combine numbers, school-wise, you got to go to a school that really recruited you and wanted you. If you could say anything to the people out there, not even the people, but the people here at Winter Circle, from the front desk to nutrition, Miss Sarah, Alicio, your coaches, how would you like to thank them now that you've been 3 years in the program?
I would give them lots of thanks. They really helped me personally. They helped me a lot, and I'm really glad I did come to the program personally.
And for the kid that's kind of debating getting held back or debating coming to the program, because a lot of kids think you come to the program because you're already a superstar. And I always say there's about 90% of the kids that come to the program who aren't superstars, but they turn into it because they put in the work like you did, and they're going to be Division I guys. What would you tell them? Like, don't be scared, put in the work, trust the process.
Yeah, I would say trust the process a lot. The process, like going through it, at first you're gonna think like, oh, I'm getting held back, this is a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. There are cons of it, but there's a lot more pros to it.
So for you, what are the pros of getting held back?
The pros for me is you get stronger, faster, more confidence, a whole bunch of more pros. Like you just
it changed your life.
It changed me.
And name a con of getting held back. Because I don't know any, but I would like to know what your guys' thought process is.
For con, it's like it
leaving
feels
your friends.
Yeah, losing your friends, because I had a lot of friends that were gonna graduate a lot sooner than me, and it kind of.
Who are those kids?
Weird. It was back where I used to live.
But who are they? Do you know them anymore?
Yeah, I talked to them a little bit.
And what are they doing?
One of them's playing track, and that's like really about it. Not that much.
So the cons is what?
Not really much.
No, I'm honest opinion. Like, what do you think the cons were of getting held back?
It's. I don't know how to explain it. It's like
just missing your friends.
Yeah, it's just like missing a lot of people.
So when you go to a private school now, right? Do you go with your old friends or do you go with new friends?
You get new friends.
How many new friends? Because there's about 14 kids going to Damien with you, right?
Yeah.
So are they your new friends?
You bring at Winter Circle, I'm gonna bring a lot of old friends, but I am also gonna build like new connections with new people at Damien.
Awesome. So overall, great experience for you?
Yes, sir. I'd say it was a great experience.
You got bigger, stronger, faster. What's your GPA?
GPA, I'm pretty sure I have all A's. I should.
All A's?
Yes, sir.
So we're excited to watch you through this next transition, big dog. You were an undersized guy who put in the work. You developed. You hit puberty late, but you're going to be a top player coming out of high school football. We're excited to watch you. Welcome to the 1%.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good job, baby.
Hi, my name is Nick Siamis, class of 28. I'm going to be going to Damien High School. Winter Circle has helped me become mentally stronger, physically stronger, and just overall a better player. And it's just had me grow so much in these past 3 years.
So we had a funny interaction when you first came to Winter Circle Prep Academy, right? We were probably, what, 11 or 12?
Yeah, I was like 12, yeah.
12 years old, right? When you first came in with your family, it was new because you were leaving your friends and leaving your team or whatever you thought was going on, right? And you cried like, I can't do this, right? And it's being honest, you know, and it's for the next kid who might go through what you went through, right? Talk about the first experience when I laid out the blueprint for you and said, this is your son's game plan. This is his process. If he trusts it, his whole life's going to change, right? And what was going through your mind at 12 years old when I was talking to you, mom and dad and everybody? Did you believe me, or do you think like this guy's full of shit, screw him? Be honest.
I was scared at the time because it was a big change. Like, I never seen nothing like this. So, like, just coming from just like a regular JAF team and like just being like one of the best players, and then coming here, just like, oh, like it's a big difference. And I was just like, you know, I was really scared to start here. And then once I started,
was it leaving your friends, or was it more the competition and having to grow up?
It was both competition and then my friends. But then when I got here, I realized like once you start coming and you show up, you become that guy. And now I can compete, and I'm a good player now. So yeah.
And yeah, I remember that first conversation we had with you and the family to get you in the program. And then you went through injury, right?
Yeah.
How, as you went through adversity by getting injured and things like that, playing football, how was the staff able to help you during your injuries and keep your mindset right and keep you positive?
Well, when I went through my injury, it was tough because I always had thoughts like, well, am I going to be the same player? Am I going to be able to do what I did? But then when I started coming and strengthening, then Dr. RJ, you brought in the whole doctors and stuff.
Yeah.
They got me back.
What'd you do? You broke your leg?
Yeah, I fractured my tibia.
There you
Had
go.
to get surgery. Got 3 screws, and yeah.
So when you came in, we got you, right? You played on the Pee Wee 2 team, right? You got hurt. Then we brought you back. You had to go through your whole adversity. You had to get recovered. And then you had a chance to play on the top 14U team in the country, top 14U team in the state of California, Eastvale. How was your transition going from joining the program, getting hurt, then playing unlimited weight football?
Well, joining the program and then going to Norco was a great experience, but then I got injured, so it was hard. I had to mentally be strong, get back. Then when I came back, played with Eastville, I was still not 100%. Was still getting better. And then I still did good, though. I started on defense, played there. We went undefeated in regular season, and then we went to Texas after for the national championship. Then after that, when the off season came, I really started getting back to myself and being that player again.
How do you feel like actually go back a little bit more? What was your weight, height, and size coming into the program versus where you're at now?
So when I came into the program, I was 5'1", 105 pounds. Now I'm 5'8", 155 pounds.
So put on about 45 pounds?
Yes, sir.
What do you think really helped you through that process? Was it nutrition? Was it the strength training? Was it what really allowed you to kind of put on the size, the weight, and change your body?
It was definitely the strength and nutrition because, you know, you're strengthening, you're getting bigger. And then the nutrition is going to help you get bigger too because you're putting good food into your body.
Was it hard for you kind of following the process? Was there kind of days you didn't want to follow it and some days you did? Or were you 100% locked in?
There was days because, you know, it's a big change. You have to really be
committed,
and committed, and yeah.
Do you feel like anything that we did here was to set you up for failure, or was it just all success and it was up to you to follow the blueprint?
No, it was all success. If you want to become a better player, you follow the blueprint, and I did, and it became better. It was definitely worth it.
So if you didn't come to the program, you didn't get held back, where do you think you would be right now?
Right now, I'd be a freshman, probably at Ayala High School.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, don't know what I'd be doing. I wouldn't be as strong, fast, you know, mentally, like, strong and stuff, so.
And where are you going now?
I'm going to go to Damien High School.
Great private school, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like when you went to Damien that you were set up for success compared to the other kids that were coming in?
Yeah, definitely. Like, the other kids there, I mean, they're not like...
They don't know much?
Not really. Like, us that are coming from Winter Circle, we're the team. I feel like.
You're the team, right?
Yeah.
And you have about 14 kids going to Damien with you guys, and pretty much you're the future of Damien, right? That's what's going to save the program.
Yeah.
You guys should be the group of kids that go in there and change the whole culture. If there's anything you have to say to anybody here at Winter Circle, from the front desk, Miss Sarah, to nutrition, to the doctors, to position coaches, football coaches, what would you like to say right now?
I like to say thank you because all of them have made me a better player, a better man, and just overall a better person, and I'll forever be thankful and trust the process.
Was it a fun time here at Winter Circle?
It was a fun time, and it was struggles because, you have to work out and
Yeah,
train, then you have practice after, and then homework.
a lot.
It's a lot. It's really a college life, so
And do you feel like you're ready for that next transition?
yeah, definitely. I'm definitely ready for high school.
Well,
If I could go through here, I could go through.
go through anything, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm excited for you, bro. You went through the fire, you went through adversity, you did what you needed to do. Would you get held back again, or would you rather go through your regular process? Would you rather do you believe in the whole back process and what we do, or would you kind of rather have gone a different direction and just went through the regular?
No, I definitely believe in the whole back process because, why wouldn't you get held back? Like, yeah, you could be big as a sophomore, but, like, why would you want to be big as a sophomore when you could look like that as a freshman?
Straight up, yeah.
And it's just like you're bigger, you're faster, you're stronger than just a regular age kid who just comes in and doesn't train, just plays ball.
More prepared.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I'm excited to watch you this next 4 years. You have a great school you're going to. Welcome to be a Winter Circle Prep Academy alumni. You joined a great group, and welcome to the 1%.
My name is David King. I'm from Riverside, California. I play receiver and DB, class of 2028, going to Mater Dei High School.
So how do you feel like, so when you first came into the program, how'd you hear about it?
It was my dad that notified me about it.
So dad told you about the program. You're getting ready to go to high school.
Yes.
Right? And then you decided to come back to the program. How was your football experience with us? How did it change your football experience? And how did it change you as an athlete from a weight room standpoint, nutrition, things like that?
So it basically changed me a lot because, like, before I even came here, I didn't know, like, football at all like that, coming from, like, Pop Warner. And, like, as soon as I came here, I, like, knew all the new things about alignment, assignment, all that.
What was your size when you first came into the program? What was your height, weight?
My weight
numbers?
My weight was, I think, 135 coming in, and my height was, like, I would say, like, 5'9", I believe. Yeah.
And what are you at now?
I'm at 160, and my height is, like, 6 foot.
What high school would you have probably gone to before you came to the program?
My two options I was looking at was Centennial and Bosco.
And where are you going now?
Mater Dei.
And how do you feel going into Mater Dei? Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, I believe so.
And why are you prepared?
Because coming here made me realize that, like, the game of, like, football is, like way increased, like, after youth football.
Is it the competition aspect, or is it the football IQ, or is it just kind of like physically you're ready to play at that level?
It's more of, like, the IQ, to be honest. Even though I might be as, like, big as, like, coming in as a freshman as these other players, I do have, like, the IQ, I believe.
What do you want to say to anybody here at Winter Circle, and who would you like to thank from a academic, a mindset, nutrition, position work? Who do you want to thank right now and give them their flowers?
To be honest, I'll give my thanks to Coach Jake, to be honest. He been there first day of school, always talked to me, even though I was a shy kid at first. He really, like, made me express myself coming to Winter Circle.
Was it scary coming to Winter Circle? Because a lot of people think Winter Circle, there's a bunch of superstars, right? But really, it's 90% of the kids that come here are shy. They're timid, right? They never worked out before. They never really competed at this level. What was the scary thing about coming to Winter Circle, and how'd you overcome that?
To be honest, I wasn't really scared. I was a little bit nervous to, like perform my skills to, like, a new audience and stuff. Yeah.
So was it hard coming here and learning how to weightlift for the first time? Was it hard to do and compete? Like, what you had to elaborate on your process.
The competition was way more better than where I came from, and, like, the weightlifting, I had to get used to that because when I first came here, I realized like I'm seeing all these other kids like weightlift all these heavy weights and stuff, and I was trying to like really get there.
And what were your weight numbers when you first came in versus when you left?
My squat was 185, and then now it's 285. My deadlift was 285, and then it was right now it's 380 or 325, and then my power clean was 145, and now it's 170, and my bench was 145, and now it's 185.
Do you feel like if you would have went to high school without coming to the program, you would have been lost and you probably would have transferred?
Yes, for
Or do you
sure.
feel like you would have had success immediately? Or what do you feel like now?
I feel like if I didn't come to Winter Circle, I would have for sure been lost and like not knowing what to do with like a low IQ coming into like a big high school and stuff.
And now you're at what school?
Mater Day.
Mater Day High School?
Yes.
Do you feel like you're ready for that challenge?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're excited for you, bro. You put on a lot of size, a lot of weight, good football IQ, overall better human being. So we're excited to see you be a part of Winter Circle alumni and be part of the 1%.
Thank you.
My name is Kai Duvall. I've been here since I was 12. I first came here because my friend and me joined the 12U team, and it was like a really good experience because the coaches were very helpful in helping me improve as a player and a person. I first started as a D tackle and a lineman. I was like very chubby and stuff, so I didn't really know how to move like that. And after I came to Winter Circle, I was able to like move my body so much better, and I'm now a linebacker. After my 12U year, I went on to play with the 13U team, and that was even better because they helped me exceed my level even higher than before. And it was just like a great experience overall. The coaches are very nice when it comes to helping, but they'll get strict when it comes to their work. They'll play around, but when it's time to work, we get straight to it. And my final year, 14U, was just work, just straight work all through the year. I never thought that I'll go to the high school I'm going to now. It's just that I thought I would go to my local high school, Canyon Springs, instead of the #1 high school in Cali, the Mater Day. It's just like this school will take you to places that you never thought you would go. This Winter Circle will open up doors you never thought would be open, and you just need to stick to the grind and stick to the path that's best for you and not others.
So, Kai, you've been here with us for 3 years. When you first came into the program, what was your height? What was your weight compared to where you're at now?
My height, I would say, would be like 5'9". My weight would be around 170, 180-ish. And after leaving this program, I left at 6'1", 225. Perfect size for a linebacker.
Perfect size. Right, and you're blowing up right now. You're probably going to end up being, and I don't want to blow up your head, the #1 player in the country, #1 player in California. You're going to the #1 high school in the country. You could easily have Division I offers right now in 8th grade. How do you feel you coming into the program has changed you from a physical standpoint, a football IQ standpoint, and what were your numbers when you first started in the program, lifting and combine numbers, to compare to now?
I feel like before I came here, I was just like...
Didn't know much?
No, I didn't know much. I was just like a regular person, just going through the motions, going through regular football. And my numbers were not it compared to now. My numbers now is exceeding levels that I didn't think will be able to get as an 8th grader.
Because you have some of the top combine numbers in the country right now, but especially in 8th grade. What are your numbers now in the weight room from bench, squat, deadlift, power clean?
Yeah, my bench is 265. My squat is 405.
405.
My deadlift is 460, and my power clean is 255.
Yeah, so those are crazy combine numbers. You're putting up varsity numbers now from a weight room standpoint. How are your combine, like you learned how to run the 40, the pro agility shuttle. Did you know that coming in? If you didn't, how much have they changed since you've been in the part of the program?
I didn't know anything about combine before I came here. I just thought like players did it for fun before I even came here. But after I came here, people take it like very serious. It's like a business. My numbers, my 40 was 4.7, my shuttle was a 4.3, my vert was a 34, and my broad was a 8 feet.
And how crazy is it being a guy, right? You played O-line, right? You're more of a chubby type of kid. And when we said, Kai, you got to go and lose the weight and put on the size and change positions to running back to receiver to linebacker, right? Was that scary for you? Like, I don't know if I can do this. Or was it like, I'm going to accept the challenge and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do it?
At first, my mindset was that I didn't think...
No way I could make this O-line to freaking receiver?
Yeah, no way, because those are two different positions.
Yeah.
And most of my young career, I spent at O-line, and it was just a big change. But after sticking to the path of Winter Circle, I was able to come out as like the top linebacker in Cali.
And did you think like we're lying to you, or we're just hyping you up and saying like, oh no, you could do this? Or did you really believe like, no, these coaches know what they're doing, they're going to change my whole entire position, they're going to change me from going from Canyon Springs High School, it's Division 12, to the #1 school in the country? Because I always talked this into you, right? We talked it into existence, like this is what you're going to do, this is what your transition is going to look like, you're going to be the best player in the country. Did you believe it, or was it just like, oh, these guys are crazy?
At first, I thought you guys were lying, because in 12 you guys said if you stick to what we trained, then you'll become the top player. And I was just thinking in my head, that's kind of scary. But after 12U, 13U, and 14U, I was like, my confidence in what you guys were doing was just massively boosting. Because after seeing people like Gavin, Sua, and Corey come out this program, putting out high numbers and being some of the top recruits now, it was just like, I know what these guys are talking about.
So was it comfortable for you seeing guys like the Corey Foremans and the Kenny Clarks here, the Aiden Brelands, you know, the Damani Jacksons? Did it help you when they came back to the program and you were still here going to school in middle school? You got to see these top high school recruits and college guys come back and you were able to pick their brain on kind of the process?
It was like, after seeing Damani just working on the field after I was going to lunch, it was like he was just like, it was like he never left. It's just like it's like sticking to him. It's like a part of him.
Yeah.
And after Corey, seeing him work out, it was just like he just lives it. He lives it. It was just like.
Did that kind of give you the confidence, like I could be one of these guys?
Yeah, it gave me the confidence to be like, after high school, when I'm in college, I'll just come back to stick to Winter Circle, because they'll push me through to the next level.
100%. So for you, do you regret coming to the program because you lost friends, or the friends that you lost, they're not even close to where you're at now with your whole path?
I don't regret coming here at all. Even though I lost some friends, or they went a different path, I feel like the path that I stuck to Winter Circle,
the 1%?
Yeah, the 1%, it opened up a door that I didn't think would be opened.
That's awesome. So coming from Moreno Valley and coming from, you know, O-line and not really understanding what it was going to look like, 3 years later now you go into the #1 school in the country. Do you feel like you're prepared for it?
I feel like I'm prepared. It's still going to be tough playing against Wyatt and all the other good top players in Cali, but
going to modern day now, you have probably 25 guys on that team that all went to Winter Circle.
Yeah, 25. This is like.
Do you feel like they help you, or do they hate on you, or do they bring you up and saying, "Hey, you're doing the right thing"?
They're like a family. It's
family,
like,
huh? It's like alumni.
It's like going from one Winter Circle to another Winter Circle.
And that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I always say the Winter Circle alumni is crazy because they know what you went through.
Yeah.
Right. And once they know that you're a part of their next program, whether it's high school or college, you always have somebody in a locker room that could take you underneath their wing and say, hey, this is what it looks like. This is what you got to do. And at the end of the day, you got to compete, you know. who would you like to say thank you to, a part of the Winter Circle family that's been here for you for the last 3 years, from position coaches to mindset to front desk, Sarah, whoever?
I would like to thank Miss Sarah because she's kind of like my second mom.
Second mom, yeah.
She was like there since 12, you helping me out, fitting me for my jersey. I still remember that at Norco. She was fitting me. And I would also like to thank Coach Jordan, obviously. He got me here to the point I'm at now. And the doors are open. It was so many doors open, but I can only choose one door, and I'll have to thank him. And I also like to thank Coach Boston. He was the coach that really pushed me in the weight room. Even though he was like tough on me a lot, it was like, I just know he was like special. He's a special coach to me.
He's a really good guy, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. For the next kid who's thinking about coming to the program, who might be scared because they look at Winter Circle as you're already a great player when you come here. And I always say 90% of the kids that come to Winter Circle, they don't know what they don't know. They're scared little kids, you know. But if they trust the process and they put in the work, they'll be the next special kid that comes out the program. Like you just said, you didn't think you were going to be a guy that could go to a modern day and be the top player in the country. So for the next kid watching this video, what do you have to say to that next kid who's might be scared or timid about joining the program?
All I have to say really is that don't be scared of what you don't know. What you don't know is just might be a door that has to be opened, or a way that might be path for you. Because you're gonna have to go through life scared sometimes. You might not know what may happen. So just stick to what the coaches teach you, because the teaching is there for a reason. It will teach you ways to go and how to improve you as a person and an athlete.
So for you now, you're getting ready for high school, getting ready for modern day. You're part of the alumni club. Are you a believer in getting held back and trusting the process, or do you feel like you wish you would have just gone on to high school?
Yeah, I'm a big believer on holding back, because if I didn't hold back last year, I wouldn't be at...
Where do you think you would have went?
Canyon Springs, being a nobody at that point.
Yeah. So
But
you go from that to now #1 player in the country, #1 high school in the country. Obviously, you have to prove yourself, but you feel like we gave you everything you needed to get to go be successful next level?
Yeah, you did. Because all it takes is 1 year to improve you so much, because I improved so much in just 1 year alone.
That's awesome, brother. Well, I appreciate you. Excited to watch your journey. Welcome to the 1%. Welcome to the alumni.
Yeah.
My name is Colton Keel, class of 2028, and I'm going to Servite High School. Winter Circle has helped me just develop as a human being, just making me a lot better, and just teaching me, you know, like the bigger things of life, just how to like lift, and how to just proper nutrition, and how to take care of my body, and like the proper recovery facts. It's also, you know, just helped me become like more of a leader, just to be a bigger person, and make all the smart choices, not hanging out with the right people and doing the right things.
So where are you from, and how did you hear about Winter Circle Athletics?
I live in Chino, and I heard about it from a couple of my friends who went here in the earlier classes. They graduated in like 2020, 2021, and I heard about the program, and I wasn't too sure of it because I wanted to stay with my friends.
Yeah.
But I made that decision to come here, and it really changed me for the better.
So kind of the big decision, right? Coming to Winter Circle Athletics and Winter Circle Prep Academy. What was the scary part about joining the program? Was it leaving your friends and doing something new? Was it the training? Was it the competing? Was it the unknown? What was it for you?
It was probably leaving my friends and the unknown. It's kind of just a big part of, you know, I had no clue what was going to happen. It's kind of just scared doing a new thing, just like anything.
Awesome. So you play what sport?
Baseball.
So baseball. So you came to the program now. Did you get held back with us?
Yeah.
So before you getting held back with us, what high school were you going to go to last year?
Chino Hills.
So you went to Chino Hills. Where are you going now?
Servite.
So you're going to Servite. Do you like the decision you made?
Yeah.
Do you feel like Winter Circle Prep Academy, from academics to training to position work, baseball program, mindset program, do you feel like it helps you, and how?
Definitely helped me a ton. It helped me build muscle and just be a lot bigger and a lot like faster and stronger, just to be more prepared on the field.
Awesome. How do you like Coach Jake Lee's mindset class?
I love Coach Jake. Definitely helps me a lot. Gets my mind in check, and you know, I know what to focus on and think about instead of focusing on the bad or the wrong.
Awesome. So, what would you like to say to the Winter Circle Prep Academy staff, from teachers to front desk Miss Sarah to anyone that's here? What would you kind of like to say?
Oh, I just want to say
them?
thank you for everything and just believing in me and always being a good coach to me.
That's awesome. So, for you now, as you make this transition from our program to Survivor, do you feel like we prepared you and you're ready?
Yeah, definitely prepare me a lot.
That's awesome, brother. Well, thank you. Excited for your next journey in high school. Can't wait to watch you. Welcome to the 1%. Welcome to be alumni.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kabir. I'm from Corona, California. I joined the Winter Circle because I felt like I could get stronger, and I thought it would help me get better at my sport. And I'm going to Santiago High School next year.
Awesome. And what sport do you play?
Hockey.
You're a hockey player. So coming to Winter Circle Prep Academy, right? We don't have too many hockey players. How do you feel like you were able to develop bigger, stronger, faster than with your hockey training?
I feel like since I was the only one, I could kind of focus a little bit more, because usually if there's a little bit more people, I may or may not get distracted. Like if someone's a little bit not doing anything right, they might make the entire group skate halfway across the ice 10 times,
Yeah.
which is not fun.
What were your numbers coming into the program versus now?
I know my deadlift when I first got here was 145, and now it is 240.
Okay.
That was one. I believe my squat started out as 135, and now it's 205. Bench was 95, now it's 110.
And how do you feel like those weight room numbers and the training has helped you transition to your sport?
I feel like I could hit harder. I feel like I could skate faster for sure, definitely. And yeah, those are the main ones right there.
What would you like to say to anybody here at Winter Circle Prep Academy that's helped you this year? And how would you like to thank them?
I'd like to thank Coach E for giving some time out to help me with my hockey, a full hour every Wednesday. I thought that was very nice of him.
How about Jake Lee's class?
Yeah, I enjoyed the mindset of class a lot. I learned a lot there. I felt like it really just helped me calm down before games. It just, because I usually get stressed before games and stuff.
Mhm.
That really helped me out.
Awesome. For the people out there who are looking at joining a prep academy, would you say yes or no?
Yes, I would say it's worth it. It's very worth it as long as you don't do anything dumb.
Just put in the work?
Yeah, just try not to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you, bro. You're part of the 1%. You're a Winter Circle alumni now. We're excited to follow you and see you through your journey for the next 4 years of high school. And thank you for being a part of the program.
My name's Sonny Lopez. I've been in the program for 1 year, and programs helped me in a lot of ways. One way it's helped me on how to do the weight rooms and how to actually set it up so it'll prepare me when I'm going on the high school field with all the older guys. It'll help me learn how to do all of the weight rooms and how to set it up so I can fit in with all of them. And it's also taught me how to eat right so I could be able to run with all those guys, and yeah.
Awesome. So what coaches would you like to thank here at Winter Circle Athletics, and why?
I'd like to thank Coach Bryce because he's helped me with my baseball in lots of ways, my swing, my fielding, pretty much every aspect of baseball. I'd like to thank Coach Boston, Coach E, Coach West. I'd like to thank all of them for pushing me in the weight room to be the strongest I could be, and Coach Luis and Coach Pedro for pushing me during performance and speed lab.
For the kids out there who are nervous to come to the program, what would you say to them as now you're OG in the program?
What I would tell them is that there's no reason to be nervous because there's always new people coming in. There's always a way to fit in, and it's very welcoming. Everyone welcomes you, and there's no exclusions.
That's awesome. So for you, as you go through the program, do you think we prepared you for high school?
Yeah, 100%.
And what high school do you want to go to?
Norco.
Go to Norco High School? Think you'll be ready to go take on that challenge?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, you're part of the 1%. You're part of the alumni. We're excited to see you and watch you through the next 4 years. Can't wait to see you kill it. So we're here. We're coming to the end. the class of 2024 is done. We're excited. We had a lot of these kids with us for 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade for years, right? People think Winter Circle Prep Academy is about getting held back or doing a repeat year. We had a lot of these kids with us for 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, whatever it may have been. Shared a lot of memories, a lot of time with these kids, a lot of development, a lot of highs and a lot of lows. But the coolest thing about Winter Circle Prep Academy, we have 50 plus people here on staff, from doctors, nutritionists, to sports specific coaches, to strength and conditioning coaches, speed coaches, mental performance coaches, the teachers. They're the 1%. Right. And it's excited to be able to pour into these kids year after year. We're going on year 8 of Winter Circle Prep Academy. And the kids that came before them, whether they're alumni in high school or college, they could always lean back on those kids. They could lean back on the coaches as they go through hard times, because there's always going to be adversity being a part of Winter Circle Prep Academy, but also being an athlete, right? Doesn't matter if you're in youth, high school, college, pro. This is a place that you could always come back to. You're always part of the circle. You're part of the alumni, and we're always here to help your guys' kids out. So congratulations, class of 2024. Go blaze your trail. Go out there and shatter records. Go out there and chase your dreams. Go out there and change the whole trajectory, not only of your family's life, but change the game and the sport that you're in. Bring people with you that you want to make better, and take what you learned here at Winter Circle Prep Academy to do that. It's an emotional time every single year we get with these kids, and we talk about what they've gone through. And in a few years from now, when these kids are committing to college, and they're doing what they said they do, we play these videos back every 3 to 4 years just to kind of talk about what we talked about in 8th grade, and show these videos, where they're at in 8th grade compared to where they're at now going into junior, senior year. Winter Circle is a special place. It's a place where you could grow. It's a place where you could dream. It's a place that you have a support system that can help you catch those dreams. So I'm so thankful for everybody who committed to us and committed to the commit. We're always here for you. We're always commit to you guys. This is always your home. This is always your place. You're part of the 1%. We're here to help you guys chase your dreams through the highs and through the lows. Welcome to the Winter Circle. Coach Jordan Campbell out, class of 2024. Peace. Winter Circle. Love you guys.